Yes, I am wearing a white dress to end the year 2020. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I have matured so much in 2020, and it's just not me being prideful. It's the truth. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to. Oh my god, I haven't done like a video like this. What is my intro? What's up? What's up, WONGFAM? What's up, WONGFAM? What's up, WONGFAM? What's up, WONGFAM? That sounds so immature to say. Hello, friends and family. Today, I will be sharing with you guys the top 5 memories I have in 2020, top 5 lessons, experiences that I've had that really like shaped this year for me personally. Before I get into that, I just want to say 2020 has been a struggle, y'all. I honestly think that this is the year that we just need a break.
We just need to roll it back and say, okay, can we get a reset? Can 2021 be 10 times better?
Though this year was hard, I was actually thriving, 13 going on 30. She says flirty, 30, thriving.
30 and flirty and thriving.
Something like that. And so I honestly felt like this is the year that I really propelled my life forward. All right, without further ado, let's get this video started. I'm in a great mood, as you can tell. It is a Thursday morning and I have my coffee. I'm wearing my white dress. I look fly like a goose. As y'all know, I'm obsessed with bullet journaling. This is my bullet journal for 2020 and oh my gosh, it's almost finished, you guys. Look at this. It is completely filled to the brim. And I added my 2020 memories here, as you can see, which I will be reading off. So without further ado, number 1, learning to bake bread. Now, if you don't know, around March to April, I was actually unemployed because all the schools in Vietnam were shut down. Therefore, as a teacher, I was out of a job. I was staying home morning to night and I was not making any income whatsoever. It was actually during this time that I discovered my passion for baking bread. Now, bread has always intimidated me, and I'm sure it intimidates you because yeast is involved. I've never used yeast, don't know what is yeast. It's not a yeast infection, but I actually started a bread company. It's called I Am What I Am. I know you're probably not believing me right now. I can't believe I did that. I did marketing, I did the pictures, I did the baking, I did the shopping for the ingredients, I did the delivering, I did it all. I was a one-woman business. It was a great learning experience, but I realized that is not for me. Okay, we are moving on to number 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, going back to the pandemic. So during the lockdown, like I said, I was still out of a job and I was not really making any money. So I felt it in my heart that God led me to work at this cafe shop called Bagel Brothers. So if you didn't know, I worked at Bagel Brothers for about 2 months. I was struggling immensely.
Super hot outdoor, no AC, flies.
But the one good thing that came out of this was I met my now best friend, Thuy. Okay, she is literally the best. She's the perfect friend that I could have found and worked with. She and I ended up building this great friendship that to this day we're still super close friends. Though I don't work at Bagel Brothers anymore, but me and her are Okay, moving on to number 3. This was the year that I got my first heartbreak, really real heartbreak. That was a tough time in my life. And let me just say that it was it threw my entire life off course. The first few weeks was just raw vulnerability, heartbreak. A breakup is the closest thing to physical pain. When my dog passed away, I thought that was the toughest thing, but actually a breakup is so much more difficult because the person is still alive and sometimes, feelings come, feelings go. Good part about this, I matured 10,000%. I kid you not. I became a girl to a woman. Okay, and it definitely strengthened my relationship with God. My season of singleness, pushed me into the wilderness season, and me and God were super tight. My relationship with Jesus was 1,000%. Me and God were homies, and I was hearing from him. I was on fire. I was passionate about God. I was just me and God were, yeah. So breakup was bad, but from that came out a really strong relationship with God. So super thankful for that. Number 4, I was never really a bad spender. I didn't have a lot of debt, but the problem with me was I was never responsible with my money. But this was the year that I got my ducks in a row. I kid you not, felt like I was financially free. I had no debt, I had no burden, I was making more than I needed, I was saving more than I spent. And so what happened for me was my father reached out to me and he needed to borrow about half of my savings. And I struggled with this because this half of my savings, and now in just one go it's gonna be all gone. But I couldn't find it in me to give the money. I was crying. Like, I remember I was crying in the coffee shop non-stop because I literally could not let go of my savings. But my father needed to borrow about half of it. The importance of relationship over money, and that money doesn't actually define us. In a way, my savings define me, and I was holding so tightly to my money. I'm losing my savings, but I'm building relationship. I'm building a deeper sense of gratitude in my heart. I'm building a character that, you know, is far valuable than any amount of money. But money is fluid, but what you can't change is relationships. So with that, I took my savings out, I converted it to US dollars, and I transferred it over to my father. And so, bless him, bless my heart as well. Yes, finances. I learned a lot about finances this year. Now, the final one is probably the most important one that I've learned this year, and something that not a lot of you guys may be able to understand or resonate with, but if you do, then bless your heart. If you guys don't know, I actually struggle with back pain, and back pain has always been something that I've lived with because my father, my grandfather, all my family struggle with back pain as well. So I've always kind of taken it on as my own, like, okay, I guess my whole life I would have to struggle with back pain. But it wasn't until God convicted me and he said to me that I can practice spiritual authority over my body. And so I would say that this is the year that I actually learned to overcome my emotions, overcome my mind with the authority I have in Jesus Christ. I realized that when you know the authority and power that you have in God and you use that over your life, like you use your mind over your body, the world is your oyster. Rise above my feelings and realize that, okay, no, I'm not gonna be overcome by my back pain. I'm going to overcome back pain, to really exercise discipline over my mind, discipline over my feelings and how I felt. And the freedom that comes from discipline is far beyond anything you can ever find on this earth. And I am so thankful for this lesson I've learned this year. Thank you, Jesus. So, I have to say I am loving this white dress. I look like a bride about to get married, and I do hope that marriage is coming my way soon. Hopefully 2021, maybe. Let's see. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm right, you're wrong. Wait a second, that's not how it goes. Right. Remember, you're right, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong.